Are you ready for the next Raw? I am also ready and very excited. Last week we saw that the Roman Reigns has gone on SmackDown. It would be interesting to see Raw now, so let's know what can be done in the next Raw. There is a request before the video is starting. Please subscribe to my channel. Without a shadow of a doubt, the arrival of the Phenomenal One was a titanic boost for the Red brand. Styles could be an ideal replacement for Roman Reigns, who left the flagship show this week. With the arrival of Styles, we might witness a new rivalry, and Seth Rollins could be an excellent opponent for the former WWE champion. A rivalry between Seth Rollins and AJ Styles would be a dream feud for a large number of fans, as they are considered two of the best in-ring performers of Vince McMahon's billion-dollar company. Styles was a key member of SmackDown Live, and he proved his supremacy by defeating Randy Orton at the Show of Shows, while Seth Rollins made history by slaying the Beast at MetLife Stadium. With Money in the Bank around the corner, Rollins is seeking a new opponent for the Universal Championship. Considering Brock Lesnar is not likely to show up for a rematch, Styles could be the next challenger of the Beast Slayer. Rollins and Styles both are babyfaces, and either of the two superstars could turn heel if they start a new feud next week. After making history at the grandest stage of them all this month, Becky Lynch is the new double champion. The man promised to be a fighting champion, and she already has a new challenger for the Raw Women's title. Following a win over Natalya, Lacey Evans could be the new challenger of Becky Lynch at Money in the Bank. The new rivalry has garnered the attention of the WWE Universe. The feud began on the Raw after WrestleMania when the sassy Southern Belle punched the champion, which led to a brawl between the two women. It continued on SmackDown Live. However, Evans earned her right to be the challenger of Lynch this week by winning her first singles bout on the main roster. Lacey Evans is undeniably a spectacular heel, and she is garnering heat as she squares off against Becky Lynch, who is a fan favorite. Aside from their actions in the arena, they also fought on social media. We might see a fierce segment between the sassy Southern Belle and the man next week. Evans might face another woman from the Raw roster to prove her mettle. The Intercontinental Champion, Finn Balor, moved to SmackDown this week. Two mid-card titles cannot be on the same brand, and the US title should be on Raw. However, the United States champion, Samoa Joe, did not make an appearance this week, but according to Dave Meltzer, Joe was drafted to the flagship show, but he missed Raw this week due to flu. Vince McMahon's billion company already teased a rivalry between Braun Strowman and Samoa Joe on the SmackDown Live after WrestleMania. The monster among men answered Samoa Joe when the US champion was bragging about his extraordinary victory in New Jersey. Joe squashed the former WWE champion, Rey Mysterio, at the Showcase of Immortals, and he certainly made a strong statement. Strowman walled Act 3 this week, and Act 3 probably filled the spot for Joe as the latter was sick. Nevertheless, the two big men could have a face-off on Raw this week. Considering Strowman dominated Joe when the two men had a brawl on SmackDown, the scenario could alter on Raw this week. It will not be surprising if the Destroyer puts the monster to sleep. The Usos could take the Raw Tag Team division by storm after getting drafted to the Red brand. The Twin Brothers were the leading names of SmackDown Live, where they dominated the Tag Team division. The four-time SmackDown Tag Team Champions defeated the team of Chad Gable and Bobby Roode after arriving on the flagship show this week, and they will be aiming for the twin belts of the Red brand. While the current NXT Tag Team Champions, War Raiders, who debuted on Raw with a new name, the Viking Experience, will set their sights on the Raw Tag Team Championships. Eric and Ivar dominated the Tag Team division in the developmental brand, and they will be planning to replicate the same featuring on the main roster. The two men had an impressive debut this week, as they pinned one half of the current Raw Tag Team Champions, Zack Ryder. There is no denying that the Raw Tag Team division has been substandard in the last few months, and the addition of two top-tier teams could lift the stature. The Usos and Viking Experience could square off to become the #1 contenders for the Raw Tag Team titles. Either of the two teams could dethrone Curt Hawkins and Zack Ryder if they get a title shot.